I guess people have a hard time remembering the good stuff. And I always use the example of Moses leading the Israelites out of Egypt. I mean, the things that they saw Moses do, changing the water, doing this, the first son passing away, and then they get to the Red Sea, and they are like, oh my God, what's going to happen? And he parts the Red Sea, and they go through, and people always think the Israelites were like 200 or 300 people. They were millions. Can you imagine that? You're leading millions out of slavery, and so you go and you see the Red Sea, and the bad guys are coming in their chariots, woohoo! And they God parts the Red Sea, and you get through, and they follow you. The Red Sea collapses. Do you know that they have found chariots at the bottom? I mean, so if you don't think that happened, why would there be chariots at the bottom of the Red Sea? Anyway, the point is, so the Israelites go through all of this, and then they get out in the wilderness, and did they just forget? I mean, I think about, if you saw the Red Sea parted, I think that would really stick with you. So, but we see miracles every day, and we forget. So we're just mere mortals, and we didn't see the Red Sea part. So, but I guess, I don't know why we can't think of the good things about people. I mean...
That's a good thing to talk about is, don't forget the good stuff.
Yes. I mean, there's enough bad stuff in the world. That's what's so... it's so interesting to me that people only think about the bad stuff. Now, I have to admit that a lot of times people don't know what I'm going to say. Even the president said, when you started talking, we didn't know what you were going to say. I said, well, I would never embarrass the Rotary, And they were, oh, you did such a good job. Well, yeah, that's what I do. I want to uplift people. I want them to be happy. My motto is leave people better than you find them. That's not always easy, because sometimes you want to choke people and have their eyes pop out and rub them on the ground. Not that I would ever do that, but that's why I bought that little thing. I bought one of those, what do you call them, those...
Stress.
The stress reliever, and I have to tell you, I bought two. The stress reliever is you squeeze it, and their eyes pop out and their ears pop out. And I'm like, and sometimes you want to just squeeze it and have everything pop out. So I have one in the car and one here in case I, need a good squeeze once in a while. But, we need to think about the good things. And sometimes it's really hard because people annoy you. I have a friend that I'm telling you, I fight myself daily to remember that she would do anything for me, But she's annoying. And I love her dearly. I've known her for years. But I want to choke her most of the time. And that's not how to live, because it only hurts you. So think about it. A friend of mine, Kato, she lost her son at 28. And she talks about Christopher, and the things that he used to do. And because he was pretty funny. He was really funny. And he got in trouble all the time. And then he became a lawyer. But you got to remember the good things. Like I've talked to you about my friend Donna, but we need to remember the good things. The good things. Just like the Israelites, if they cruised on out, of Egypt, and then they see the Red Sea part, and then they get manna from heaven, and then somebody what? Oh, I don't want any more manna. Wah, wah, wah.
Or you'll do 100 good things in a row, and then you just remember the one mistake you made.
Oh, there's a great joke about that. You know that, right? That's true. Like Shauna said, you'll do 100 things. Like Sabrina did 100 wonderful things. If she screwed up one time, how come people remember that? But there was this guy that he lived in Ireland or Scotland, and he had the accent. I don't do accents very well. Anyway, he said, They just don't remember the things I do. Look over there. You see that beautiful church. Yes. I built this with me own hands. I built it with my own hands. I formed the rocks. I put them together. You see that bridge right there? I made that bridge. I did the curve in it. I put the braces in it. I did everything. That street on Main Street, I put each stone down and made it smooth. Do you think people remember that? No. But you screw one goat and that's all it takes. And so, try not to be the one goat. Shame on me. Anyway, I can't help it. That's why I'm a goofball, and I try to maintain my decorum. But every once in a while, I slip a cog, and I have to throw in the one goat. And what can I say? One goat. One goat. They don't remember anything you did but the one goat. Don't be screwing the one goat. You know, and if you do, please be very, very careful of who knows that you did that. I watch Gutfeld a lot because he's pretty funny. And Jimmy Fallon had him on his show. And from what I'm gathering, they've known each other for a while. And I think they were in a herd they were doing some crazy stuff. But you know, people are beginning to talk to any more about people. They're beginning to, you know, not be so negative. Gutfeld started this, I guess it's a game show. Have you heard about this game show? I love it. They take you somewhere and put you somewhere for 100 days and you don't have phone, you don't have this, you don't have everything. And then you come back and I guess they ask you questions like, which president said that they were going to annex Canada as, you know, another state? And is that true or false? Well, if you're gone for 100 days and you don't know what's going on, I don't think you would get that. You'd be like, no. Well, you know, Trump does that. And so they were laughing because, you know, Trump just does things. And he goes, it's so wonderful because Trump does all these crazy things. And you know what? There's that zest. It is a zest. And it's funny, he was up on the roof. I just cracked up. He was up on the roof of the White House. Did you see that? I've been up on a roof. And, you know, I'm a builder. And I built my home here. And I had some commercial properties and it was leaking. So I, you know, had the roofer come look. So I crawled up this little space, got up on the roof, and you could tell they're like, what is this woman doing up on the roof? And I'm going, well, I want to see. And if I know more about your job than you do, that's a problem. Because ask me what I know about roofing. 0. Well, that's not true. But I know you don't overlap things like this so the water runs in. I know you want it, and because you know what? Water runs downhill. Okay? So, but I looked around and I thought, well, I can tell you what's wrong right now, and I'm not even a roofer. So, I don't even know where I was going with this, but all I know is that what? What do I know? I know a lot. I know that my dogs are barking out here, and I need to say something uplifting. What can I say uplifting? I'm thinking. Let's see. 1001, 1002, la da da da, huh?
Remembering the good.
Remembering the good. Yes, remembering the. I have to tell you though, in my favorites on my phone, I have not taken Donna off my phone list. And every time I see her, it makes me laugh. But I would love to call her and say, "Oh my God, you know, she tried to have me have I think about because I've done this crazy thing with a movie star that I know that's not a movie star that I've been carrying on with for a while, but only through text. And I'm telling you, virtual text. I don't know how somebody thinks that you can be in love with them through virtual text. Do they pray for you? Do they do this? But it's pretty hard to like oh baby through a text. You know, oh, I love you. No, okay, but I mean, if you don't call, you don't send flowers. I did get a necklace. I did get a necklace from somebody, but then they asked me for money afterwards, and I'm like, oh, you want me to pay to play? And I'm like, I'm not paying anything to go play. If you want to send me tickets to something, I'll go and meet you, but I'm not going to send money. So you think that you're, you know, I don't know what you're going to do. I keep asking, where does the money go? You know, they never tell you. Why don't they tell you? Because they don't know?
It just goes in their pocket.
It just goes in all I know is it's been very entertaining for me. But Donna and Kato decided that I really believed these people were who they said they were. I didn't believe it, so they had Josh give me an intervention. And they were like, you know, it's not good. I'm like, if it's not hurting anybody and if it entertains you, you know, and you're not sending them money like some people have, the internet's very scary. Now you have AI, which is even scarier. It can be very scary. So just know that you need to remember the good in things. Make sure that you remember how good these people were. Remember the things that they did for you. And I think I read somewhere that you need to be somebody's person. You know, everybody needs to have somebody they need to report to. It gives you a feeling of community. And I think even on this about grief and community, support and community in grief, you need to have people. You know, you shouldn't face anything alone, because if you get to where you're drawing it out too long, like 2 years, 3 years, depending, you know, you have to have somebody go snap out of it like Cher did. Snap out of it. So, expression, comfort in mourning. You can be comforted. But you know what? Don't get so used to the comfort in mourning that you don't have comfort in real life. Oh, that was good. So comfort in real life. You want comfort in, what is it, in real time? That was somebody say, it's real time. What? 2 minutes? I think that's good. I even forgot what this one was about.
Just say goodbye.
Just say goodbye. Goodbye.
Let's go.